some news that I thought everybody would be interested in. Fed Chair Powell kept interest rates the same. He didn't cut it. It stirred a very vociferous.
Sure.
One of those.
What is that, Roy?
What is it, Roy?
Vociferous.
Yeah,
Vociferous.
that's what it stimulated that in not only President Trump. Thank you for being here, Roy, and
Public service.
crushing that word for me. But also FHFA Chairman Pulte, who I was a big fan.
Yeah,
of
new
the,
guy
of the appointment. I thought the last one, Sandra Thompson, was a disaster. Mr. Pulte was not too happy with Fed Chair Powell's decision. According to FHFA Pulte, quote, because President Trump has crushed inflation, Fed Chair Powell needs to lower interest rates today, and if not, Fed Chair Powell needs to resign immediately.
Wow. That's
He
harsh.
called the decision reckless in comments to Fox Business. He said keeping rates high with inflation easing is so totally reckless. He reaffirmed his call for Powell to resign. Blamed Powell for the housing market. And here's where the intellectual dishonesty, Roy, did I get that right?
Yeah.
I believe comes into play. According to Chairman FHFA Chairman Pulte, he argued that high rates are trapping homeowners in low-rate mortgages, choking off home sales, and deepening the inventory shortage. He labeled Powell a main reason for the housing crisis in this country. So FHFA Chairman Pulte knows better. What he said, in my opinion, is intellectual dishonesty. He knows by being in the home building market for years, him and his family, that the 10-year bond, not what the Fed does with the short-term interest rates, has full impact on what happens to mortgage rates. So it was kind of dishonest what he said. He's trying to, get a gold star from President Trump and being on his good side. But let's just be honest with everybody. The Fed chair does not control mortgage rates. The Fed chair controls the short-term rates, control car, credit card, home equity, student loans, any type of short-term loan you're going to take. That's what the short-term rate. And the bond traders on the 10-year bond is what dictates what's going to happen with mortgage rates. And right now, the bond traders all around the world do not like what's happening with the proposed budget that's working its way through Congress. They don't like the trade wars and the tariffs that are happening right now. And watch the spinning plates, but let's talk about the fiery balls. So that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get your attention off of the budget that, according to everybody in the world, the CBO, Congressional Budget Office, says is going to add trillions of dollars to the debt. And guess what? Foreign investors and American investors don't like that. That's why the 10-year is still high.
Sure.
That's why the 10-year shot up from 3.88 to 4.4, where we are now, after Liberation Day. You could call it whatever you want. I'm just telling you facts, folks. Okay? So give me a break, Pulte. If you want to lower rates, you could do it in 1 second. Remove the loan level price adjusters that your predecessor, Sandra Thompson, put on. That was a disaster, and you could lower rates a half a point overnight. All right? So stop talking BS and start doing something to help people. If you want homes to move, that will get homes to move.